I started a podcast and forced my girlfriend to join in. Now right here on the podcast, you're gonna hear my girlfriend sing.
No, you're not.
You're listening to this podcast, and it's called Couple Up. Now Kate's gonna sing her bit.
Luke, do you ever shut up?
No fucking way, bitch. It's the Couple Up podcast. I'm Luke and Kate's my hoe. It's the Couple Up podcast.
Just start the fucking show.
It's the Couple Up podcast. Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the brand new and improved Couple Up podcast. My name is Luke.
And I'm Kate.
How you feeling, Kate? How you feeling? We're here. We have a fancy new jingle. We have
Earphones
and everything. We're gone very professional.
It's really throwing me off.
Us wearing earphones does not affect the listeners, just so you know. It's for our benefit alone. They don't need to know about it.
Yeah, but still, I feel like I'm like talking through. Actually, do you know when you talk through those things in playgrounds where you talk and on the other end someone can hear it?
And they actually yeah.
I feel like I can hear myself. I'm in the two places. It's weird.
That's good. It's going to trick you out. You're not going to know what's going on, and we're going to confuse you into saying something ridiculous and get you cancelled. That's what we want to do here on the podcast.
Lovely, thanks.
So how do you feel? We don't really have a subject per se. Like we were kind of stuck to Love Island for the last 11 podcasts. This one, it's us. It's all about
it's
us.
weird.
Is anybody listening? Are you still with us?
It's the kind of thing like when you were like, are you prepared? Do you have everything you need now for the podcast? I was like,
what do you need?
I have me? Does that
so,
count as what we need?
What have you done since Love Island finished? How have you gotten your life back?
Don't think we have. We just have a shit of a child.
Tell us more.
She's just a little shit at the moment, like.
She's not, like.
No, but she is. No, in fairness, she was horrendous for around 3 weeks. And last week she got better.
Today she was bad enough again.
Yeah.
Right? What the problem is, she's nuts, but she's very charming. And when you give out to her, she will instantly make you laugh.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that.
I know. I'm like, how do I have a child that makes me react the same way as you do? That, like,
it's my child.
I know, but like, I hate you so much.
That's harsh.
No, I love you more than anything, and I love her obviously in a very different, completely unconditional way. But she is a little shit. Like,
I think she's excellent. I think she's probably the most entertaining person I've ever met in my life, and she's only going to get more entertaining.
Yeah, you say that, but you give out to her and you get as frustrated with her as I do.
I am still a parent.
You don't give out to her like a parent.
What do I give out to her like?
You give out to her as if it's like your best friend is acting stupid and drunk and you're sober. That's exactly.
Cop yourself on. You're embarrassing a lot of us, ruining for the rest of us.
You're ruining the night.
So besides what's going on with Ivy, TV, what are you watching now that Love Island's done?
Fleabag. So
we watched Fleabag season 2 in full. We've watched season 1 and season 2 of You.
Yeah.
And we got halfway through an episode of Love is Blind, but we'll get back to that in a sec.
Yeah.
So You, first of all, let's go with that, because we were watching that, I think, when we were still watching Love Island.
I think it was the last episode we were talking about it.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Do you know what? I'd say if we were recording this podcast in the middle of season 2, I would have been like, oh, I don't know, it's dragging. Now at the end of the season 2, I'm like, they needed all of those like pre-episodes basically to get it.
We don't want to give any spoilers away for anybody, but if you haven't watched You, go and watch it. It's good. You might get a bit bored in the middle of season 2, but it does all pay off.
It's like, have faith. Just have faith that they will.
Writers know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. But Fleabag is just...
Fleabag for me is the best comedy of this generation.
Yeah.
Written Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I think that's her name, Bridge, I think. I know it's Phoebe Waller, I don't know if it's Bridge or not. But anyway, she is the best dialogue writer around at the moment. She was brought in to fix the James Bond script, so that'll tell you how good she is, really.
Yeah. No, I just think, on a personal thing, I think it's the most us kind of humour in a show. In
that it's ridiculous, but it's about everyday life kind of. Yeah.
Like, she finds a way to make the most, like, unimaginable. Why can't I speak?
Because you're
unimaginable. Stupid. That's the word.
Yeah.
she takes these like unimaginable things, but infuses it with like normal conversational dialogue. So all of a sudden you think it's normal, and it's not normal. Like,
yeah, it's. I think she uses cutaway as well, and breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience and that kind of stuff. So you get uncomfortable in watching it because you feel like you're intruding on a private situation.
Yeah, 100%, and it's filthy. Like,
it is. I would genuinely urge anybody who hasn't watched Fleabag to go and watch it. It is. You will not. I can't see anybody disliking it.
No, I can't either.
Yeah, maybe if you're a bit prudish and you don't like the dirt, but it's still so clever and well written that
that's
it's
the
okay.
thing. It's dirt, but it's there to move on the story. It's not like,
yeah, it's not just here's a sex scene.
Yeah, like I can talk about it with your mom.
I don't like that.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't like that at all, actually.
No, but as in, she likes the show. I like the show.
Yeah, I don't want her to like the show. Is the thing?
No, but it's funny.
It is funny. She can like funny things. Go watch The Muppets or something.
Okay, I forgot. It's your mom,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Well, my mom's dead, so...
Well, that got awkward fast.
We'll just
What's
get
that
that
supposed to be? Who are you, Harry Potter? Like, what the hell is going on?
Just thought it was bound to come up at some stage, so I might as well get it out there.
Why would you just randomly insert that into the intro of a podcast? Oh, hi guys, yeah, your mom watches Fleabag, my mom is dead. That's how we characterise them, is it?
I deal with things with humour, so if we're
that
talking...
wasn't even humour. That was just you. Like...
No, but if we're talking about our lives...
Yeah.
Then I'm going to say something...
Then you're just going to say, my mom's dead.
I'm going to say something inappropriate about...
I've seen Kate do this in public to people where she...
It's class.
It's not, because people get deeply uncomfortable.
Well, I'm deeply uncomfortable the majority of the time, and it's the one time that I feel comfortable, so...
So it's basically you getting back at the public.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so there we go now.
Your mom's dead. That's good. Good intro. So what are we doing with this podcast? Besides talking about your dead mother. I suppose I can't really talk. I did a podcast on the old Phoenix Wrestling Network where I mentioned your dead mother 3 times. And I referred to her as your dead mother.
Yep.
So, okay, what are we doing here on the podcast? Want to talk through? There might be some new listeners here who didn't want to listen to Love Island. If there is, thank you very much for joining us. If you followed us over from the Love Island podcast, also thank you very much for joining us. What are we going to do on this one?
Talk
Shit.
Yeah.
So what it is, we're going to do an intro section like this. We're going to chat. Second section is going to be, we each have to bring something and talk about it, and have a little bit of a debate maybe. And then after that, we're throwing out questions to you. Shag, marry, kill is this week's one, possibly every week's one.
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss who we're going to shag, who we're going to marry, who we're going to kill, and we're still going to couple up with a person.
Oh,
you haven't thought about that?
Flip.
Oh, flipping heck. We're trying not to curse because our child is starting to copy what we're saying, so it gets ridiculous now.
It really is. I didn't think of that. Oh, I'll figure it out. It's the end of the podcast. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We've got another 6 hours to get to that.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a 6 hour long podcast, guys. Stay with us. So this is our intro. Let's get on to the next section and get into the meat, the real bones, the sexy bits of this podcast. Oh, yes. Segues are weird. This is Luke on the Couple Up podcast. Segues. Yes, here we are in the second section. This is the main part, Kate. We have to have something prepared. We have to do homework. We have to get stuff ready. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
I thought we were going to have a few years before homework was needed. Like,
no, we made our own homework.
We did.
We did our own
Well, you
homework.
did.
Yeah, I did.
You're still in control.
I'm what?
You're still in control and leading this podcast.
Well, I have to because you won't. I just asked you in the break. Will you, Kate, you want to lead this section? No,
maybe eventually.
Maybe.
We'll keep it out there as a maybe.
So this is the section of the podcast that we're calling Hit Me With It, because we each have to bring something to the table and hit the other person with it.
Not physically.
I would say, was it? You have to guess what they hit the other person with.
I'm choosing a melon because there's a massive melon right next to me.
There is a massive melon right next to us. Please don't hit me with it.
I'll try not to.
But what I would like you to hit me with, Kate,
oh God,
is I would like to hit me with a little bit of your information that you have planned. Professional broadcasting from Luke Barry. Sip that whiskey.
Right. I had a few different news articles and things. Okay. And I was trying to flick through them and see what I wanted to bring.
Yeah.
But you said that I could bring anything and you have to answer
you want,
things.
And I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So
I found this website, which is Love to Know. And it was the 10 questions you have to ask your fiance
This wasn't
before
part of it.
marrying.
This was not part of it.
Well, that's
Are you
what
going
I'm
to get
bringing
odd
to
at
the
me here now?
table.
Is this going to cause you to get...
To be honest, not really.
Okay. Do you know all the answers?
No, I don't. But these aren't the 10 questions I'd ask a fiance. Like, there's no like, would you cheat on me? Or
Well, yes, I would.
no, but like, it doesn't ask, have you cheated before? Or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So, Luke Barry,
Go for it.
number 1.
This isn't fair because you don't have. You're going to have to answer these as well. Like,
Why? You didn't bring it to the table, so
why are you bringing to this? Hit me with it.
I know.
We're not bringing things to tables. We're hitting.
But you didn't hit me with it.
Hit me with it.
Right, number 1.
The melon sounding better.
What is the first thing you noticed about me?
Your boobs.
Right.
That's not true. First thing I noticed about you was how annoying you were.
I
That is
was like
absolutely true.
14.
You were sick. Well,
I was 14.
oh well, yeah. I suppose so. Before I knew you, I'm thinking when I actually knew you knew you. Before I knew you, I just thought that girl's way too confident. But
I thought that's what you meant by annoying.
no, when I first met you, you were insufferable around adults.
Yeah.
Is what I noticed. You were a teenager trying so hard to be an adult that you seemed so immature.
I think I didn't fit in with teenagers and I didn't fit in with adults.
And
so I
adults
was
kind of
just...
saw you as charming because you were talking about, I was at a ball in Vienna. And
You're such a ghoul. Like, the things you bring up are so annoying. And then you get angry at me for things that I bring up.
you forgot weird
You're
things.
a ghoul. So, right. So,
How annoying
basically...
you are genuinely is actually the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
That's lousy.
It's nice though, isn't it?
I suppose.
You overcame that.
Right, number 2.
Still annoying, like.
Well, so are you.
Yeah.
What role does physical attraction play in whether or not you pursue a relationship?
A lot.
Yeah?
Like, I think personality means a lot, but the instant attraction is going to be physical, isn't it?
Yeah, like everyone can say, I do think I'm more of a personality
Me too.
person.
Definitely me
But
too. But
you have to actually fancy someone to go over and talk to
originally,
them.
at least.
Exactly. Do
like,
you know?
I mean, we're both hideous now.
Yeah, oh, completely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we were good looking then.
I was a ride.
You were?
I just didn't have the confidence back then.
And
I could have had
wasn't a ride,
anyone
and
I
I did have the
wanted.
confidence.
Yeah. No, as I've said before, you're a solid 7.
That's okay.
I think a solid 7 is really good for a normal guy, like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever.
Right. This confused me.
Okay.
What type of scent do you like on a woman? Clean? Like,
Why would you ask? Yeah. That's smelling like shit.
Yeah.
That would be.
no pig shite.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. If you don't smell of horse shit, I'm good to go.
Yeah. Right, number 4. Would you say you have a type and do I fit into what you thought you were looking for?
I don't know if I do have a type. But it fit into what I was looking for. Not at first, but like when we first got together, you were mad into like marriage and families and stuff, and I had no interest in any of that at all. So in that sense, you definitely then were not.
Like you weren't looking for a relationship,
no,
like
not
at all.
I'd just come out of one that I hated.
Yeah.
So like, I was. Yeah, I don't know. You weren't at all what I was looking for and what I was expecting, or because I wasn't expecting anything. But now I couldn't see myself with someone that was in any way different.
Too very
to you,
different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Aww. Oh, you're so cute. Right, I was interested with this
These
one
aren't
though.
funny.
5. How do you describe me to other people?
The old ball and chain.
Oh God.
I don't. I think I probably speak well of you because I've worked in pubs enough that I absolutely despise hearing people give out about their girlfriends and wives.
Yeah.
Not when it's genuine. Like if someone comes out and they're like, "Oh my God, she was racking my head there now today," that's normal. But jeez, don't tell the wife I had the 3 pints now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What like? Or she's after. I have 9 missed calls from her there now. I'm not calling her back. It's like, well, if you have 9 missed calls from her, someone might be dead.
Yeah.
Like, I was very aware of that from a young age, from working in pubs, of hearing men and just talk about women, and women talk about men too, actually. And it's something that I was very aware of, that I wouldn't really talk badly of you.
Yeah,
not that I have much to talk badly of you anyway, but I wouldn't publicly ever.
And I think we've kind of discussed that before, about being out with groups.
Yeah.
And like the girls would be together, the guys would be together, and the guys would be talking about what other girls in the room they'd want to get with. And so would the girls. And
there's a particular night out where we went out with people you worked with.
Yeah.
At the time, you don't anymore. And I've never been more uncomfortable in my life. No, I'm not great with new people in general.
And with guys, you're not great with.
I'm not. Yeah, let's be honest. And especially ladsy lads. Yeah. And it was very much guys over there, girls over there, and I was like, fuck. I was okay at the start of the night. We were in a house and I was kind of okay. And then we got to the pub and it was all lads over here, girls over there. And the lads were constantly like, we need to get the fuck out of here, get away from them. They're holding us back, all this kind of shit. And I was like, what? What the fuck is going on here? And they were like, the way they were talking about women, I didn't join in on. And then they excluded me as a result. I could see it happening. And I got really anxious and really nervous about it. Then boxing came on the television. This is something I like. Fighting sports. I can talk about that. I can see Manly and stuff. And I went, who do you think will win? And your mum went, don't care.
And you were like, oh, this is my in. This is how I can gain you back.
Not that I wanted to gain them back.
No, but if you're on a night out and that's your only people around. I didn't want to be standing
there by myself. Yeah. And I didn't want to come over and kind of ruin your night either by hanging around. So I just went to the bathroom on my phone for half an hour.
Yeah. But we always say it's like, a lot of the time you hear, if you went on just how couples talk about the other person, you would 100% think that they hated each other. They certainly don't seem like they like each other.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, really. I don't know how I talk about you, to be honest. It's never been conscious.
Yeah.
But I know I definitely don't give out about you the way I hear other people do that kind of stuff about their girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
It's weird. And like the next one was, how do you think I should describe you to other people?
Well, describe you? I don't think I ever describe you. I know people are like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Yeah. What's she like?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Even though
like.
I used to work on Dior, and the best thing I've ever heard was a guy came in, he was a young guy, and he was looking at fragrances, and he was kind of seeing what she'd kind of like.
Yeah.
And we had not a script, but certain questions that you'd ask to try and figure out what type of a scent a girl would like.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I want to get it for my girlfriend. I was like, okay, so what she kind of into, what she like? And he just went, she's beautiful. And literally to this day, my heart melts because I was like, that's such a beautiful answer. But I meant, is she sporty? Is she a businesswoman? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I was like, oh, that's so cute. But yeah.
See, I don't know. How would I want you to describe me? Nice
strong,
to be around.
masculine, lovely.
No, I don't give a shit about. I think the masculine thing is something that I don't. I think I can come across masculine, but not in a sporty, in a messy kind of, I've been in the wilderness kind of way, probably more than anything else.
Yeah.
But like around manly guys, I always remember reading a thing in Russell Brand's book, and I always find this the exact same. I either go overly macho or overly camp with it, really. And it's very odd. Do you remember the time we were down in Ring and I was wearing a hat indoors and all the old men found it really weird? Down at my aunt's house. It was when Lucy had the Miss Ring competition thing. Or whatever it was. We were down there and I was at the bar.
Yeah.
And I had a shirt. I remember because we have a picture taken from the night. I had a shirt, a vest, and I had a hat on as well. It was middle of summer, it was roasting, but I had a woolly hat just style.
Yeah. And
I could hear lads behind me going, look at your man wearing a hat indoors and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. It was like 2015 or something. Like, I was like, is it for real? And I turned around and he goes, what are you wearing a hat indoors for? And I was walking away and I turned around and I went, it's called fashion, guys.
Oh my God.
Which is the single worst thing I could have said at that time. And I just walked off. I was like, fuck.
Like, why did I say that?
I'm quite witty and I could do but in that situation, for some reason, I don't know what I became. It's so fucking weird. But yeah, I don't know how I'd want you to describe me.
Yeah.
Goofy?
Goofy.
I'm goofy.
You are very goofy. Right. What could I do for you that I don't do now?
And
oh my God, I clenched so hard it would never happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me swallow.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
Don't listen to this podcast, my family. Thank you.
No. Oh God. Okay, let's move on. What is the first thing you think when you see me? There's Kate now.
Which one of us is going in to get IV? When we wake up, it's because she's crying.
Yeah.
So that's the genuine answer.
It is, in fairness. What qualities make me special to you?
But I have an answer to that last question from
Okay.
before IV. It's, I wish she didn't wave from so far away.
What?
Whenever I always used to think it for years because I was really uncomfortable. If I was waiting for you somewhere, you'd wave from really far away. Oh, excuse me, I burped. And then I'd have to be like, and you have about like 30 seconds of where you're walking towards each other.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I'm going to be so self-conscious if I ever have to wave to you.
Just don't do it.
I'll wait till I'm right up into your face. Hi, Luke. How are you?
Anyway, go on.
What qualities make me special to you?
You put up with my shit to an
Nice.
extent. I think for me, you support my madness, which is both a good and a bad thing, probably.
Yeah.
But like, I change my mind about ideas and having these things, and whether you want to or not, you always listen to them.
Yeah.
And that is something that's super important to me because I think you're now aware that I'm not really talking to you.
Yeah, you just
I'm
need
just talking,
ears.
and you're very good at that. And if I go on something that's mental, you always go, "That's mental,"
Yeah.
which is very important because I do tend to go over the edge a bit sometimes with those kind of things. That's super important to me. You are so supportive with my mental. I don't do normal things,
Yeah.
and you're so supportive of when I do things that are different.
Oh.
That it's nice.
I'm lovely.
Your sound,
I'm actually pure sound.
and I think we laugh a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Like, I always remember your dead mother used to say.
Luke, like.
She was alive at the time, obviously. She wasn't a Ouija board stretcher. She was, your mother used to say that she wished we had more fun.
Yeah.
We were broke at the time, and we couldn't understand it.
No.
We're like, we have the most fun.
We didn't have a television. We had nothing in the apartment.
We had television. We didn't have
like
any
cable,
broadband or anything, or Sky, or
Yeah.
So we had DVDs and we had laughing.
Yeah. We
That
were
was it.
happy with that.
And yeah, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
we still are always as well. Like,
Yeah.
like that's what this is. This is to get this back is what this podcast is for.
Yeah.
So that we can just sit and laugh. 'Cause we
Yeah.
don't get that as parents, really. We still
No.
do. But
We do, in fairness.
I think that is, those two things are the most important things.
Oh. And the last question on it, which was kind of, I don't know what they wanted the answer to be, but it's, do you look at other women?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
We just did an entire 11 episodes of podcast, right? To pick another woman.
But that's
Actually, I
the thing.
picked you once in that, to be fair.
You did. But when I saw that question, I was kind of like,
What are they expecting from that answer?
are they saying that, if they say
No,
yes, you
if-
shouldn't marry
No,
them?
I would say if they say no, you shouldn't marry them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're lying.
clearly lying.
Yeah.
But like, you're always going to,
I will say you look at other women more than I do.
yeah, 100%. But I think any woman would. Do you know what I mean? We
Yeah.
have a tendency to, whether it's an appreciation,
Women
which
are better looking than
hopefully
men,
it is. Exactly. But I still look at all the men. Like, if a good-looking
All
guy,
of the men. I look at all of the men.
but in fairness, if a good-looking guy walks into a room, you're going to notice him. It doesn't mean you're going to run over and try and ride him, but you're still going to look at him. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Same with women. It's just, you look at them like.
Exactly.
I was so confused.
Viva Bizarre going into shops. Hand in front of your eyes. They can't, I'm engaged. Go away.
So yeah, they were the 10 questions.
How did I do?
I think you did very well.
That's good. That's good.
So that's what Love to Know wants to
No.
know.
So it's time for me to hit you with it now. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Also on the theme of marriage, oddly enough. We hadn't planned this.
No.
The 8 strangest things people have married, including a ghost and a roller coaster.
Shit me not.
Do you have
2
it?
seconds.
Do you have that?
I have a woman married a pirate.
Yeah?
A 300-year-old pirate.
She's in this?
And divorced him through exorcism.
2 seconds. Let's get to it. Okay.
Right.
So, there's weirder ones than that, by the way.
Oh.
Let's read this article. That's all we're going to do here.
Okay.
It's from themirror.co.uk. Probably boycott it, but for the sake of this, let's look at it. 8 strangest things people have married, including a ghost and a roller coaster. Marriage is one of the oldest and most sacred traditions known to man. It's a celebration of the union of two... Hang on, we need music for this. No, we don't. It's a celebration of the union between two people who intend to love and spend the rest of their lives together. So far, so good. Blah, 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 blah. Those who feel anxious about life as a singleton forever, fear not, as finding a soulmate may not be as tricky as it typically once was. This is good news for all our single friends out there.
Definitely.
It's going to be easier. Following the recent news that a woman plans to marry her duvet...
Oh, dear Christ.
Wedding no longer seem to have to involve 2 living humans anymore. Instead, these romantics from around the world have chosen to marry anything from inanimate objects to animals. So if you can't find a date on Valentine's Day, maybe consider one of these options instead. First up, okay, I'll try and pronounce this name, Nurul Majabin Hassan. Married a Tetris video game.
God, like beautiful. I know we've gamers, like it's such a big thing, but to marry one?
Okay, let's read about him. There's little bits about it. A high-flying math student has revealed that she plans to marry her Tetris video game. Nurul Majabin Hassan identifies as an objectum sexual, which means she's attracted to objects.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I don't think it is a thing. Let's be real here.
Well, you have to be open to the fact that it is.
I think this kind of stuff... Yeah, okay, right. I think this kind of stuff actually damages other people who are actually fighting for these things to be real.
Yeah, I get
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, she said she's been in a relationship with a calculator she named Pierre. Pierre the calculator, sounds lovely. And admits she has also felt attracted to monorails, iPods, and a GPS system.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. How do you get attracted to a GPS system?
The voice?
Must be.
See, I can kind of understand that
Must be
one.
like,
not like
turn left and turn me on.
Oh.
Anyway, the 20-year-old who likes to be known as Fractal Tetris Hurricane, so she's changed her name, surrounds herself with Tetris-shaped objects in her room. She said right, I get it. If she's in love with Tetris, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have U-shaped objects all around my room.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
You'd need a very large room to have multiples of me. Like
U-shaped out of pandas and shit. She said she now plans to marry the game when she graduates from the University of Florida. Okay? So now we have Pascal Selick, or Pascal, I don't know how to pronounce this, married a duvet. This week we reported that a woman is planning to marry her duvet as she claims it is the most inanimate and reliable relationship she's ever had. Okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. In fairness.
Intimate. Sorry, I read that wrong. It's the most intimate and reliable relationship she's ever had.
Right, I don't think I have an intimate... Well, I suppose I do have an intimate relationship.
Yeah.
But in fairness, there has been days that I'm like,
she's 49.
Oh.
She's organising a lavish ceremony with the help of a wedding planner. What, a bedding planner?
Oh, God.
Yes! Yes!
They're going to get married in like Home Depot or something.
Harvey Norman. Celebrate her love for the bedding. The artist from Devon, who describes herself as rude, crude, spectacular exhibitionist. Is she doing this as like an art thing?
That kind of sounds like it. If she's
issued an open invitation to anyone wishing to celebrate with her. She said, "My duvet is the longest, strongest, most intimate and reliable relationship that I've ever had. That's because it's always been there for me and gives me great hugs."
It does. Like we've all had those days that we don't want to get out of bed, and it's like.
And here she is, Amanda Sparrow. Why am I not reading this? Amanda Sparrow Large married a pirate ghost. A woman who married the ghost of a pirate has revealed she has split from her 300-year-old husband and has issued a warning. Irish Jack Sparrow impersonator Amanda Sparrow Large. She's Irish.
Yeah.
46 made headlines when she was legally married to the Haitian pirate by a shaman priest. Amanda said she'd found her soulmate in the pirate from the 1700s who was executed for thieving on the high seas. They tied the knot in a boat off the Irish coast at international waters. But now the mum, oh God, imagine being her kids. Imagine, say hi to your dad. Where is he? He's here. It's a pirate ghost.
Like,
what the fuck? But okay, imagine having the problems of that being your mother.
Yeah.
And then imagine having the problems of the newspaper reporting it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's mental.
But now the mum from Drogheda, County Louth, Ireland has revealed the unlikely union is over.
Yeah.
That's a roller coaster right now.
Oh, because she said that it was and he turned into an energy vampire.
Unlikely union is over and warned you to be very careful when dabbling in spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Okay. There was an interview with her on YouTube. I'm going to try and find it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's about 2 minutes long. But
she said that it's the pirate that Jack Sparrow is based off.
But like,
what? So actually at the wedding.
It's the most famous one, of course.
Of course. But at the wedding there was like a portrait thing of Jack Sparrow.
Okay, we have a short one here. Let's have a listen to this interview.
Amanda Teague says she has found her soulmate.
The first thing he said to me is, "I'm dead, you know." And I was like, yes, I know, I get that.
Amanda is a pirate impersonator, married to a 300-year-old ghost pirate.
I'm the first person in the UK and Ireland to marry posthumously. So there was really no precedent in the law here as to whether you could or couldn't do it. There was just nothing because it had never been done.
What?
She says when deceased pirate John Teague contacted her spiritually, she had some doubts, but he proved himself by telling her historic facts she later Googled and found to be true.
We're talking about there's no laws for this, no rules for this. Of course there's fucking not, because we're not expecting people to go and do it. Go and marry ghosts. You're not married to anyone. Someone just charged you money to bring you out on a boat. Jesus Christ.
By the Christmas that I had developed romantic feelings for him, which was very unusual because I had never heard of anybody developing romantic feelings for a spirit energy that they worked with.
I had heard that she opened herself up to spirituality, and that she was letting all these energies in. So she never physically saw him.
Because he's a ghost.
But she felt his presence, and it was the presence that she fell in love with.
That's sad now. That's getting sad then.
Amanda says she's seen John in astro travel and in meditation. The two were married on international waters, surrounded by a small group of friends and family. Everyone in high spirits. A canvas painting of Johnny Depp's character Jack Sparrow is seen in photos of their wedding.
And Jack Sparrow is a fictional character, and all the plots in the movies are pretty much all fictional. I have discussed with my husband because there is quite a lot of similarities between him and the character Jack Sparrow.
Amanda says there's a big difference between using a painting and using a photograph of the character she says resembles her husband.
So for me to use a photograph of Johnny Depp would be in a way me using his energy without permission, first of all, and in some way tying my own energy to his.
When it comes to energy, Amanda says everyone wants to know how the couple gets intimate.
Yeah.
It took 2 or 3 months before we perfected it to actually be able to manage to have a full consummation, shall we say, of the relationship.
She basically
For InsideEdition.com, I'm Kelly Nealon.
There you go. InsideEdition.com. That's where that comes from, guys, with that interview. That is bizarre, but here's what I want to do. I want to get her on the podcast somehow.
No.
Why not?
I couldn't. I'm not having her in this house.
Well, you don't have to. No, we can interview her on Skype or something like.
No, I couldn't.
I want to do it. I want to interview people, but okay, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
And I'll bring it to you and we'll just play it.
Okay. That's all right.
But I want to
She's
interview her.
lovely makeup though. She's lovely looking.
I do not believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
But I'm obsessed with them.
Yeah.
There's a paranormal group in Cove that I want to follow, basically. I want to go everywhere with them. Anyway, okay, next woman, Laura Messi married herself.
Okay.
Which I think is weirder than marrying a ghost, to be honest with you. They say if you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? Italian fitness trainer Laura Messi took this saying literally, though, after celebrating a fairy tale wedding to herself. Messi's ceremony was a full white frock, big cake and bridesmaids affair. The only thing missing was a troublesome addition of a spouse to steal her thunder.
Do you know what? I've waited so long for a wedding. If you had waited another few years to propose to me, I'd have married myself. Be like, lads, I'm throwing myself a fab party. I'm wearing a white dress. And I'd get everything the way I want.
Hang on a sec here. Amanda Liberty. Okay, I'm going to actually leave this. 3 guesses. Can you guess what she married? It would be in a house.
You'd be in a house?
Mm-hmm. You're never going to.
A toaster?
No. More weird somehow.
A clock?
No.
A whisk?
A chandelier.
Oh, flip off.
Amanda Liberty from Leeds has filled her home with 25 hanging lamps after spending hundreds of pounds on some of her favourites. The 33-year-old has embarked on an open relationship with the chandeliers and is engaged to a 28-inch wide light candle Lumiere after buying it on eBay. She says it was love at first sight, and after spending £400 on the antique from Germany, Lumiere is regularly showered with cuddles and kisses. There is a picture of her kissing it. Amanda identifies herself as objectum sexual, which is the second time we've seen this phrase. Is this a thing?
It must be.
Objectum sexual, or you're attracted to objects.
Can I just say, do you think for them it was love at first light?
Boom. She's nailed it. She nailed it.
Oh, I cracked myself up.
That was
really
good. No, that was good. That was good.
Thanks.
She was objectum sexual since she first fell in love with a drum kit at the age of 14. And later the Statue of Liberty. That's punching above your weight, really, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I mean, you're lucky you settled for the chandelier.
Wasn't her last name Liberty or something?
Yeah.
So is that from a previous marriage? Or...
Amanda Liberty from the Statue of Liberties.
Like...
Amanda Rogers married a dog. That's not okay.
No.
Dog owner Amanda Rogers took her puppy to love to extreme lengths when she decided to marry her pet pooch Sheba in August 2012. Mrs. Rogers from South London married a human husband 20 years ago. That union was short-lived, so she decided to try a different approach when she went for walkies down the aisle. This journalist is having fun with this. Went for walkies down the aisle in front of 200 guests.
No, do you know what? I'm actually... Go marry your chandelier. Go marry your... pirate. Don't marry an animal. Don't marry your pet.
Is she going to try and fuck that pet?
Oh,
that's the thing.
Luke, we're not going into that.
But genuinely, like, I'm sure that's what the dog is saying as well. Sal 9000 married a computer game character. Now I'm going to read his thing. Jeez. Amy Wolf married a fairground ride. Why can't I speak tonight? Married a fairground ride. We assumed that wedding inanimate objects would be slightly more stress-free, but this woman ended up having a bit of a roller coaster relationship with her lover. Every marriage has its ups and downs, but Amy Wolf from New York can expect more than most after tying the knot with a fairground ride. Incredibly, the ride called 1001 Yacht Knot in Pennsylvania was not Amy's first inanimate love. She had previously been in relationships with model spaceships, the Twin Towers, and the Bannister. Twin Towers was this?
What?
How was she in love with the Twin Towers? But anyway, that's all of them. Is that not the most bizarre thing ever?
Like, completely bizarre. I can't get my head around it.
No.
Like, when I found that about, what's her name, Dervla or something?
The Pirate Woman.
The Pirate Woman. I was like, oh my God, this is mental. I have to bring this. But I didn't think that there was going to be more of them. Didn't someone actually... marry a train station as well?
Someone married a train station.
I remember hearing that.
I don't know what she denied, but I remember.
Oh, okay, she wanted to marry a train station.
Yeah.
But like, how many people do we walk past on the street?
Who are probably trying to marry the footpath.
Like, oh my God.
But what's going on? Like, who are these people? Like, what happened to them in school?
I know.
They're doing arts and crafts and Pritt stick. Like, nobody else would talk to them except for the paper.
Are they just, like, are they asexual and then they need affection or a version of affection of something? Yeah, well, it's clearly
some kind of psychological problem. We're probably going to get cancelled for saying that or whatever, but I don't think so, actually, because, it's not fair to, gay and trans people who are trying to argue their cases to have this kind of stuff be compared with that then.
Yeah, no.
It's madness. Which it is happening. It's, what's next? You're going to marry a train station? And then they're like, yes. It's like, no, stop. Marry people. I know people are shit, but...
There's probably some countries where it's now more legal to marry a train station or an inanimate object than it is to marry someone of the same sex.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
probably
what
true.
I mean? That's the
That's
sad
mental.
reality of it.
But yeah, guys,
Crazy.
if you want to marry any inanimate objects, or if you know anybody who does, send them our way at Couple Up Podcast. So yeah, that's that section. Let's get into our Shag, Marry, Kill section. All right.
You're listening to the Couple Up Podcast with me, Kate, and my significant other, Luke.
And here we are. You ready to do some Shag, Marry, Kills?
Bringing it back to old school.
Old school. This is what we
relationship
used to
with us.
talk about when we first started going out, really.
Yep. Not even first started going out. I think even when we weren't on holidays.
Yeah.
The tide came in one day while we were playing this. We
That's
nearly
true.
got...
We were sitting on a beach,
Yeah.
talking, eating sandwiches probably or something.
No, we were just
we weren't.
chatting
We were just chatting.
about these.
And we didn't realise that the tide came in and was literally on top of us.
Yeah. We had to
Yeah.
like pick our stuff and run.
So what we did was with this, we put it out to Twitter, put it out to Instagram, put it out to Facebook, and we sent it into a group chat with all of my family and their significant others.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a few interesting ones back. You want to go with Twitter first?
Yeah. I haven't seen any Twitter.
Good.
I
love
only
that.
know your sister's one, actually.
So someone said Ed, and Eddie. Matt Schuyler said this.
Who the hell are
Ed, and Eddie. It's a Cartoon Network show. Can't really answer that, to be honest. I don't.
I'm not going to know anyone. That's the thing.
Somebody said this one. I think they're all football related. And I don't know. Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, Jurgen Klopp.
I know the name Jose Mourinho.
And I know the name Jurgen Klopp, but I don't know them. So
it's a bit of a
can't answer
disaster,
that really,
really,
can we?
isn't it? Is there going to be
not
any
a football
weekend?
kind of guy. So that was asked by Japanese name Dylan Kirkig. Oh, you can hear my phone there now. At Dylan Kirkig. Sorry, Dylan, we can't answer your question because I don't know football.
You can still hear your phone.
You can hear my phone, you can't hear it on the recording.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think. Maybe a little bit. So then we have from Brian Leahy, he says Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface, which is the bad guy from Halloween, the bad guy from Jason, and Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So Michael Myers is a relationship guy for sure. So you're going to marry Michael Myers because man can commit.
Isn't he an actor? Isn't he Austin
That's Mike
Powers?
Myers, Austin Powers.
Oh.
So maybe we can marry him as well, I suppose. My phone is probably affecting this a little bit here at the moment. So 2 seconds, I'll be with you. So yeah, Michael Myers is who I'd marry. I'd probably bang Leatherface. Because Leatherface. And then that's Jason dead, but he was already dead, wasn't he? So I don't think that really matters. And I think they'd all kill me anyway. You don't know them anyway, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so here's a good one from Chief Samaris on Twitter. Tinky Winky La La Po. This works for us. We're parents with a child who's obsessed with Teletubbies.
So this is the first one
He
that
said,
I can
to hell
actually...
with Dipsy. And I said, nobody likes Dipsy. And he said, if they do, you can't trust them.
Wait now. Dipsy is better than Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky is a pervert.
You have this theory.
It is because he goes, Tinky Winky.
It's just because Tinky Winky sounds like a word for a penis, isn't it?
No.
But then Lala sounds like a name for a vagina, so it's...
But they go like, La La Po, a Tinky Winky.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's the Joey of Teletubbies.
Yeah,
he
he
is
is.
like, it's so weird.
So Tinky Winky La La Po. I answered the last one, so you have to answer this one, surely.
Tinky Winky's going to have to die, sorry.
He is, yeah.
See, I'd say marry Poe. I'm not going to fuck any Teletubby.
Give it a shag Lala then.
But because our child loves Lala so much,
You're going to fuck Lala.
I'm going to marry Lala, keep her in her
This
life.
is a nice answer, Kate.
Yeah.
It's too nice.
And then I'm going to fuck Poe. Does that?
Jesus Christ, you disgust me.
Poe is the small.
You
Poe is the youngest
Disgust me.
and the smallest little poor little creature.
So here's a wrestling one. Alex Shelley, Jonathan Gresham, Zack Sabre Jr.
Go on there now, bud.
Jonathan Gresham for the sex.
For the sex.
Zack Sabre Jr. for the marrying. Going to have to kill Alex Shelley. This is Brian Leahy again sent this. He got carried away. He got another one. Storm, Rogue, Emma Frost, X-Men characters. You're going to bang Storm. You're going to marry Rogue. That's easy. You can't answer any of these really, can you?
No.
That's it from Twitter.
Marvellous.
Well, I don't know the ones that Quiva sent in, to be fair.
Yeah, but they're way more like...
So Owener, who's a good friend, sent in Luke, Dwayne or Darren. So I'm Luke. Dwayne is going to be the best man at our wedding, and Darren is my bizarre friend from my teenage years.
Yep.
And early 20s, who occasionally shows up and is still the best person in the world.
He is. Like, you do have to love him.
Yeah, you have to love Darren. He is literally the best person in the world.
But I do think I'm going to kill him.
That's harsh.
Well, I don't want to kill you.
That's fair.
I don't want to fuck Dwayne. Nothing against
I'm going to
cut
cut that clip out and just send it to him.
But
so Dwayne is... I'll give a little bit of backstory. Dwayne is a stand-up comedian. Me and Dwayne made lots of videos together, and songs and stuff, and had one or two virally type hits. One or two. One. So I know Dwayne quite well. Dwayne also has a podcast. If you're into comedy, check it out. It's My First Gig podcast. You're going to sing his jingle, yeah?
No.
It's the My First Gig podcast. Really good jingle. Anyway, check it out if you're into comedy at all. He interviews stand-up comedians about their first ever stand-up comedy gig. My First Gig pod. Check it out on Spotify and all iTunes and all that.
Thanks for that. Now it gave me a little bit of time to think about.
Time to think. Did you like that?
This I feel is quite a serious matter, but
Is it?
I think I've done it.
Go.
I'm gonna kill Darren.
Poor Darren.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Okay. You're not marrying me, even though we're actually engaged to be married.
No, I'm gonna marry Dwayne because I know Dwayne for 10 years.
Yeah.
I've
never had a full conversation?
I've probably spoken to him maybe 4 times.
So his speech at our wedding is going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be marvellous. Be like, oh yeah, that girl too, Kate.
And her over there now.
And actually, Dwayne once unfriended me on Facebook.
Did he?
He did. And you know this because you read out the message being like, he had obviously posted up on Facebook saying,
oh, yeah, I remember this.
I've deleted all the people that I don't want on my Facebook, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I went, that's really funny. I'll go in and like that. I couldn't go in and like it because I was unfriended. And I was in a relationship with you for like a year.
I lived with him at the time, I think, did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. He moved out at that stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to marry Dwayne because I can't kill him, but I don't want to fuck him.
Fair.
So I'm going to marry him. But I don't think we'd need to talk much. But he's a very funny guy. But
Dwayne is very funny.
I think we'd live perfectly just on two ends of houses.
Great. There you go, Dwayne. Marrying my fiance.
That could be an awkward wedding, really, with him as the best man, couldn't it?
Very odd. Anyway, Couple Up podcast on Facebook. And Anthony Reardon said, there's no O there, Piers Morgan, Katie Hopkins, and Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
So, I would marry Katie Hopkins with the sole intent of making her life hell. Is that buzzing again?
Yeah.
I had to do it to get onto Facebook. But the sole intent of making her life absolute hell, I would marry Katie Hopkins.
Okay. Who are you fucking? This is interesting me.
Right. Here's where the narcissist in me comes in. I'm going to fuck Donald Trump.
Okay.
Because he's the most powerful man in the world right now, and I think that would be some crack.
I doubt he'd last very long as well.
He's not fucking me.
Is that... Yeah, I suppose that is better.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah.
Isn't Donald Trump banging it into you? It's huge. This is the best sex I've ever had.
Oh. So that
I don't know why I just made myself the best sex Donald Trump has ever had. I don't know why I did that in my own imagination just now.
So that means you're killing Piers Morgan.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not even sad about that.
In fairness, I don't think anyone would be sad
no
matter which way. Right. Straight off, I think I'm going to marry Donald Trump.
Donald.
Donald.
Let's get married, kid. Come on, Donald.
Donald Trump I'm going to marry because he has money. Like
he does. Oh, jeez, he does.
I'd get close to him. I could kill him.
You could, yeah.
While after getting him to sign me all over his money. So then...
That's not a drawing in that sentence there.
Was it not right?
While after getting him to sign me all over his money.
Oh, God.
Darling. Darling, sign me all over your money, darling.
Oh, you know what I mean. He's
Yes.
going to sign me over all of his money.
Darling.
And then I'll kill him. And
There's a
happy
picture of you
days.
going up and marrying the wrong person.
Oh.
I'm looking for Donald Trump.
Oh, so, right. So I'm marrying him. That leaves Katie and Pierce.
Katie and Pierce.
Like, I'm going to have to fuck Pierce.
You're going to have to.
I am.
I mean, you're going to have to, like.
I know. I take this very seriously. Katie, you can die.
Fair.
Yeah, Pierce. Just because I think they're both equally as horrible, but he's a man and I'm attracted to men.
Fair enough.
So, in fairness.
Now we went from Michelle Crotty, who said, that dude B from Abducted in Plain Sight. I don't know who that is. Can you look it up? Or I look it up.
Didn't we started watching that, I'm sure.
Did we?
Yeah. Are you looking it up? Yeah.
I'm looking it up here now.
Wasn't that
Abducted in Plain
the
Sight.
young girl?
B. So let's look him up. This is not good radio for anyone else. We did watch that.
Yeah.
That's him. You know him. His glasses and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I do.
We did watch that. That's a great documentary, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Teresa and Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. This is a great one, actually.
I've never seen Austin Powers, so I don't know who.
God, why am I marrying you if you haven't seen Austin Powers?
Don't know.
I'm not going ahead with this wedding unless you watch Austin Powers.
I always want to watch Austin Powers, but every time that it's on, it's always at like the same scene with those clones.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that scene around 5,000 times.
So that's Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
Oh. That's probably the closest to you, in fairness.
Fuck you. Fuck you. So, the guy from Abducted in Plain Sight, Mother Teresa, and Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. Now, the guy B from Abducted in Plain Sight is clearly a weirdo. Mother Teresa was an absolute fucking torment to everyone. Yeah. Come at me on that one. I don't even care. Research Mother Teresa. She's done some horrible shit. I'm going to marry Fat Bastard.
Right.
I'm going to fuck Mother Teresa the same way she fucked the poor. You need to suffer for your sins. You need to suffer to get into heaven. Meanwhile, she got sick and went and flew across the country, across the world to make sure she got the best treatment. Bitch.
Don't hold back there. I didn't think we'd have a discussion about Mother Teresa being a bitch.
I'm going to fuck Mother Teresa, guys.
Okay.
I'm going to marry Fat Bastard. The other guy can die.
Yeah, I think we'd be
he kidnapped a young girl,
yeah.
didn't he? Imagine someone kidnapped Ivy, like.
We'd be in agreement that he needs to die. But can it be like a painful death?
It can, of course.
Thanks.
We'll abduct him.
Yes, in plain sight.
In plain sight.
That's what we'll do.
We will. Bring him over to Dalland.
Yeah, so then I'm
Dalland. Will you abduct him all over me?
And then the other two. I'm going to have to fuck Mother Teresa too and marry Fat Bastard.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Leave the veil on, Mother Teresa.
Put it over your face. It'll all be over soon.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that got dark. So yeah, we're in agreement on that one. And we've one more, I think, from my sister. You said.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the people. Fly through them there now, Kate. Fly through them.
Right. So Quiva said Cole Carrigan, James Charles, or Jeffree Star.
I don't know who they are.
Right. I have photographs.
Okay.
So we've Jeffree Star first.
Okay. Dead.
You kind of know about
Dead.
Jeffree Star. You have James Charles.
Okay.
And then Cole.
And what do they do?
They're all makeup artists. Jeffree Star has his own
Then you answer this.
brand.
I don't know them.
I'd be interested to see though. See, I don't know because they've all had their fair share of dramas. Do you know? But I'm gonna marry Jeffree.
I'm gonna kill him.
No, I'm gonna marry him.
He's the only one whose name I know, and it's always for bad reasons. He's dead.
No,
yes, it is.
It's not always for bad reasons.
It is.
It hasn't been
me that I've heard of him.
Okay, but it has been for bad reasons in a few years. But he's just have to buy in a massive house, massive house.
So marry him.
So even I think it says like assistants have basically apartments in his house, so he could just give me an apartment. Happy days.
Brilliant.
Fuck James Kilcole. They're the same person in
Done.
my eyes.
Done. They're all the same type of people anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them. So there we go.
They're all very talented.
But as somebody
though.
once said to me when I was about 21, you can't fuck a personality.
That's true.
It's a very depressing way to look at the world, but
Oh
can't
God.
fuck a personality.
That's
lads.
a lovely way to finish this up, really, isn't it?
It is. We have to couple up with somebody quick. Hit us with it.
Oh, fuck. You go.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge for writing Fleabag. I'm going to couple up with you.
Nice.
Because the whole thing, it's not a romantic thing. I just want to go to dinner and chat to her. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, let's go to dinner. You're not allowed to copy me.
I haven't thought about it, so...
Andrew Scott from Fleabag.
Do you know what? Because of this episode, I'm going to couple up with my duvet. Because I would love to see more of it.
And
So-
it's an intimate relationship.
It is. So if it means that we get to sleep together...
Now, to be fair,
Happy
that
days.
duvet Ivy did pee on today.
Oh, God. We didn't put that in the washing machine.
Hi, podcast. Thanks for that.
Oh, welcome to our world.
Welcome to our world indeed. Lads, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. If you followed us over from the Love Island podcast, thank you so much. If you just joined in for the first time with this one, come with us on this journey. Listen to the rest of them. It's going to be fun. If you want to ask us any questions, want to hit us with any shag, marry, kills, anything at all, if you want us to answer on air, off air, anything at all, we will answer. We're Couple Up Podcast on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So ask us some questions. Let us know what you think. Like this, share this, subscribe this, follow, tell your friends about it, leave us reviews on Stitcher, on iTunes and on Spotify. Just share it around.
Yeah, this has been fun.
This has been fun. My name is Luke
And I'm Kate.
and this is the Couple Up Podcast. This podcast has been brought to you by LB Media. For all of your media needs, contact LB Media on Facebook, Instagram or on Twitter. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time.